Hello, and welcome back to another incredibly fun-filled, exciting, and what do I say? Respectfully opinionated pop culture show. You're listening to the Top 5 podcast, but you should know that because you downloaded this episode, right? And I'm your host, Kris McPeak, and we're talking today with Annie. Hi, Annie Pruitt.
Hi, Kris McPeak.
How are you on this fine pre-Thanksgiving Sunday?
I'm feeling productive, so I'm doing well. Yeah.
Good. And the yard work went okay?
Yard work is done.
I made breakfast and finished winding a ball of yarn that was all tangled up.
Yay.
So yay, I feel productive too. We're getting all the laundry done this weekend, and gearing up to cook Thanksgiving stuff on Thursday.
Very nice.
You're cooking. I help. Jeez. I make the sourdough bread, okay? That's a contribution to the dinner.
That's very, very important.
And sometimes I make dessert too.
Yes.
He makes all the other stuff. So give credit where credit is due. My husband is the chef in this house. However, I'm a very seasoned helper. Yes.
What's funny about that? So Keith is like the evening, like the normal meal cook, he cooks the
bird,
the day-to-day stuff, right? But when it comes to Thanksgiving, he's in charge of the turkey, and me and the kids do everything else.
Got it.
Because that is his sole responsibility on Thanksgiving, which is very important.
It is.
So,
is Thanksgiving where you make that awesome corn pudding thing?
Yes.
That is delicious.
Yes.
I think I need a recipe.
I have it memorized. I can give it to you when we're done.
Okay, that sounds great. So, all right. Well, we have been talking about guilty pleasures, and we had a hard time with the movies, and then we had not so much a hard time with the TV shows. And so today we're doing what, Annie?
We're going to do guilty pleasure songs, and I can't wait for this playlist. I know. Can't wait.
I can't either, but again, it's one of those things where okay, maybe I'm the one that's going to be embarrassed today. I don't know. There are so many. We could probably do several of these, do them by decades or by, genre of music, whatever. But yeah, I agree with you wholeheartedly. This is going to be a hella podcast for sure.
Yeah.
All righty. So are we going to add to this series, or is this the last episode of the Guilty Pleasure series?
I think this is the last episode. I'm not sure unless somebody has an idea for another topic.
Well, right you are, Annie. People could definitely email us an idea for a topic now, couldn't they? And they do that by emailing, what's our email address again? hello@thetop5podcast.com. So if you want to contribute to this series, we would love to hear from you. We would just love to hear from you. So there you are. Okay, who's first this week?
You're going to go first this week.
I'm going to go first this week. Okay. I am starting at number 5 with, I don't know if these guys are 80s or 90s or just on the cusp, but the MTV favorite by the Nelson Brothers, Can't Live Without Your Love and Affection. And I'm sorry, but the song rocks. It's just so many ways. It's got this delightful little intro with an acoustic guitar, and then they just jam right into it. And I'm sorry, but if you are a Gen Xer and you didn't have a crush on one of them, if not both of them, I think I could tell them apart. You had Gunnar, and I don't remember who the other one was. One of them had a slightly fatter face, I think. But regardless, they come from rock and roll royalty. They are the twin boys of Ricky Nelson, and their sister.
Matthew is the brother.
Matthew and Gunnar, yes. And their sister, is it Tracy Nelson? Tracy Nelson was the Valley Girl in Square. So it's very important to know. But anyway, yeah, these guys were all over MTV with their one album, After the Rain, which, that song, not so much a guilty pleasure, but More Than Ever, which is another song on that album, is also a fave. But I can't help it. This goes on like road trip playlists. This goes on the quote, bang on the dash and sing playlist. And it is absolutely extremely a guilty pleasure because, that hair, good Lord. Hair and the vests. Yeah. Oh, cute little boys. Anyway, they wound up, I think, writing songs for country artists. Like they were at Tin Pan Alley one year when I was still living in Nashville. And I kind of regret not going to that. But nonetheless, that is my number 5.
I have no guilt in loving that song. It's on my must listen to list, and it's on my playlist, not my guilty pleasure list, because I have no guilt saying that I love that song and I listen to it all the time. Yeah.
Oh, it's a fan favorite.
Yep. My number 5, I'm going 80s here, is We Built This City by Starship.
Oh, good one.
I turn this up very, very loudly in the truck. And then if somebody comes up next to me, I will turn it down just a little bit. But when I was in 6th grade and I got my clarinet, my 5th grade, got my clarinet, I rocked out to the sheet music. We Built the City, the musical stylings of Annie on her clarinet playing We Built This City. That's how far back this song goes for me.
Wow.
And I loved how it got revamped into Rock of Ages and into a mashup at least in the movie version. So I love it. It's silly. It's, God bless Grace Slick for trying to, redesign herself. But to this day, I will always love We Built This City. And it's on my playlist and I listen to it often and it's a guilty pleasure for sure.
I have a memory of that song driving to school in Waldron, and I don't know who was in the car with me, if it was all 4 of us, siblings, or if it was just you and me, or if it was you, me, and Jenny, or if it was me and Mike, I don't know. But that Datsun that I learned to drive on with the hole in the floorboard on the passenger side that we had to put a piece of wood over on the days when it rained. But I have a memory of playing that song on a ride to school or a ride back from school or some ride. And I don't know if that's a deja vu for you too, but when I hear that song, I think about that fucking car. Yeah. And some trip from our house to Waldron, not necessarily, we might have been going to school, we might have been going to the grocery store. I don't know. But that's a huge deja vu for me with that car.
Yeah, that definitely.
And Robert Palmer's Addicted to Love is another one that makes me think of that car.
Yeah.
Okay. My number 4 is the penultimate boy band extravaganza song of all time. And it is the NKOT BSB single, Don't Turn Out the Lights. So New Kids on the Block, the Gen X boy band with Backstreet Boys, the millennial boy band, they got together and made a baby. And that baby was this song, which again, boy band fever craze, whatever you want to call it. I had New Kids on the Block, Hanging Tough on cassette. Okay, admitted. But I never owned a Backstreet Boys album. But I don't know, when this song came out, something very strange happened, and not just to me, but happened to my husband. We were driving to Nashville for that triathlon in the summer of, I want to say 2015. And this song happened to make our road trip playlist, and we played it over and over again. We had our own little car dance and goofiness and what, but this is still a song that I will play and turn all the way up. And I have my own little car dance that I do, with the chorus and all the things. And I try to remember, they never made a video for this, but they did perform it live. So I try to remember who sang what line, and I keep getting confused. But regardless, it just makes me grin from ear to ear. And I will love it forever. I don't care. I love it.
I love it. Okay. My number 4 is one of your favorites. I want to say I've watched you do this for karaoke before, possibly partially made famous by Wayne and Garth. But the song is "I Touch Myself" by the Divinals.
Oh, yes, I have performed that at karaoke numerous times.
It's not a good song by any means. It was a one-hit wonder, but I love it. I love the build up in the beginning of it, and it's sexy as hell. It's kind of like overtly sexy in a strange way, but it's also like really fun to dance to, and it's a good car dance song as well. But again, I won't sing it like I have to be alone and listen to it. So that's all I have to say about that. I touch myself by finals.
I love it. At karaoke in the gay bar, that was a crowd pleaser. And I think, amend the lyrics slightly.
Maybe.
Just, when I think about the North End, I touch myself. I'm trying to think of when I say the 69 part. Oh, never mind. That wasn't part of the song. Okay. Is it my turn? Okay. My number 3 guilty pleasure is a 1-2 punch from their first album and their second album. I'm talking about the adorable little Hanson boys, who I think are supposed to be like from Omaha, Nebraska or something, but I don't know. The Bop video was so quite obviously filmed in Los Angeles, but regardless, yeah, Bop and If Only. I fucking love these songs, and I will scream it from the mountaintops like all the time. I have performed both of these at karaoke in seriousness, like not even in jest. And Bop is, it's a cutesy little teeny bopper song. And, like, I don't think any of those boys' balls dropped yet when that album came out. But by the time we got to the second album, this time around, when If Only came out, I just was overwhelmed with like the musicality of this song. And I thought it was so brilliantly done. And it's delightful to sing. And yeah, I really don't care. They're all grown up now. They're married. They have kids. Only Taylor still has somewhat of long hair and sometimes reminds me of your son. But regardless, I love Hanson. I think they're adorable, and I give them all kinds of props for coming into the music world when they did. And still, they may not be relevant anymore, but they are no less talented. So yeah, I like Hanson. I'm admitting it. I feel no guilt.
And I will admit it too. I had it actually higher on my list, but I may as well make it number 3. Bop by Hanson.
Yes.
I love Hanson. It is a great walking / jogging song, just because it's so energetic, and it's just fun. And it's also a great car dancing song.
It is.
And you're right. They're actually from Tulsa.
Oh, okay. Okay.
And they're adorable. And I remember, kind of watching their career, same as you. I just thought they were wicked talented for, these little kids. They were kids,
They were.
So for reasons, my number 3, Bop by Hanson.
Oh, they are just adorable, aren't they?
Yep.
Isaac, Taylor, and Zach. Okay.
Yep.
I don't know. Going to their homepage. Why am I doing this? Okay. Number 2. This is probably my guilty pleasure, but I was making this really funky 80s playlist about a month ago, and I wanted it to be 80s songs that people don't necessarily think about anymore, but were really, really, really popular when we were in high school, especially. And I was thinking about bands like Missing Persons, who are kind of new wave-ish, and then Quarter Flash and the Motels. And if you go searching down these 80s playlist on Apple Music, eventually you're going to get to and I believe they're a Latina family band called the Jets. And the Jets sang this really dorky song that's adorable called Rocket to You.
Oh
And it's hilarious. Just kind of about all these things that the boyfriend would or would not do for the girl, but he will rocket to her anytime that she calls. But you can't just call for you to mow the lawn or fix the tub or look at the refrigerator, things like that. But nonetheless, like that's what that song's all about. And yeah, and I look at the album and the clothes and the ruffles and the frills and the bright colors, and it's like, yep, that was my high school right there. So yeah, that's my number 2. It's Rocket to You by the Jets.
I love it. I don't know what to say other than I love it. Okay. My number 2 is by never, ever, ever was she ever a good artist by any means. But I still love this song. It is Pieces of Me by Ashley Simpson.
Oh my God.
I love this song. And obviously, it was made famous by her lip syncing and then walking out on stage when she tried to be the singer for the music guest on Saturday Night Live, and her career never recovered because she was not a good singer. That it was so obvious that song was engineered and probably, she probably had 50,000 takes just to get it right. But I will belt this at the top of I have to turn it up really, really loud. And it's on my playlist because I just think it's fun. Because if somebody's in the car with me, they give me the look of, are you serious? And I smile and I sing louder. So I don't know what else to say about it. It's very embarrassing. And I love it. But Pieces of Me by Ashley Simpson. There you go.
That I don't even think I remember that song, but I cannot wait to play it. Is she Jessica Simpson's sister?
Yes.
Okay. Jessica Simpson is the one that I'm thinking about, although I don't have any of her songs on my list. I don't even think I remember any. Wow. I mean, I got to get caught back up here. Yeah, these ladies came out like in the era of early Britney and Christina Aguilera, right? So yeah. Who's going to be the next Britney? Who's going to be the next Christina? And I think they were of that like whole mashup. Did Ashley Simpson try to be an actress too? I don't recall.
I don't know. I mean, I think the coolest thing about Ashley is she was married to Pete Wentz for 3 years. Other than that, I'm looking her up. I don't know that she's done some television projects, but yeah, nothing I'm interested in. Yeah.
And then her sister was married to 98 Degrees guy, Nick Lachey, I think. Didn't they have a reality show?
They did. That show like made me like hate Jessica Simpson. So cool. I have been anything about her or her life or what she does or nothing. I got nothing.
I just know that she covered These Boots Are Made for Walking, and I, decided that very day she needed to be killed.
Yes, that was on our worst cover songs ever.
I thought so. Yes, that's right. Boots are okay. Well, enough of that crap. I have an honorable mention, and it's a song that is impossible. That was impossible to find on Apple Music forever. It was on a soundtrack. It was featured in the movie Dumb and Dumber, but you could not buy this song as a single without buying the soundtrack. And I could never find it, but it just so happens that the band Dead-Eye Dick did a rebooted version of this song in 2021. And that song is New Age Girl. But if you don't know what that means, you probably know it as the Mary Moon song. She's a vegetarian and she don't eat meat, but she sure likes a bone. And I don't know what it is about this song that is just so radically fun for me. But yeah, but it was just an impossible song to find. And now it exists back in Apple Music as a rebooted version, and I'm playing it all the time. It is just delightful and fun. Yeah. And I've never even seen the movie. I don't know what part it plays in the movie or if it's just one of those things that rolls at the credits, but I fucking love New Age Girl by Dead-Eye Dick.
I am with you on that. It's on my playlist. and I actually played it for a kid here recently, and he liked it too.
Nice.
So for fun, I'm with you on that one. I also have an honorable mention, and of course, most of my playlists in some way, shape, or form have to get either Rick Springfield or the Go-Go's in there. So I'm going to go with the Rick Springfield, Guinevere. From the Beautiful Feelings album. It is not a good song, once again.
It's really bad.
It's literally the song, it's the song of Guinevere and Camelot. So it's a ballad, and I sing it ridiculously loud. I don't know. I can't come up with any good reasons for why I like these songs so much. I just do. So that's my honorable mention, Guinevere by Rick Springfield.
That whole album had like a whole handful of them. I mean, yes. The Bruce song is fantastic just because it's like a thing, right? Springsteen is fun, but this one's full of like, and beautiful feelings are starting again.
Yeah.
All of my heartaches are starting to mend. Oh God, Guinevere, this is awesome. Love it. I'm adding it to the playlist right now. This is great. I can't wait. Okay, so number one, right?
Yes, you're number one, please.
Okay, so I'm going to admit something that originally my number one song was going to be 22 by Taylor Swift. And then I realized, so I was playing the song again, how much disdain and dislike I have for Taylor Swift. And I thought, I don't think I want to put that on a playlist anymore. But I will say that for a very, very long time, I loved this song, and I'll still play it and like have a good time. But I think the period of my life where Taylor Swift was still an acceptable thing to listen to has gone. So apologies to any Swifties out there, except that not really apologies, because just not a thing. So my number one is going to actually be from the Glee soundtrack, the song Friday, the remake of what is her name? Rebecca Black, something Black, which many people have put on the worst songs of all time list. But this cover from Glee is so much fun. And we used to do a little Friday happy dance here in the house, me and the hubby with the dogs. And our dog, Tori in particular, just friggin' loved this song. She would wiggle her butt so hardcore. That tail, I thought for sure was going to knock something over and break it. But yeah, this is a super, super fun song. And it's a Glee song. What can I say? It's adorbs.
Yes, I love me some Glee. Okay, my number one is an awesome song. And the last time I hung out with our nieces, Rebecca and Nicole, I introduced them to how much I love this song by lip syncing it very, very emotionally. And that song would be Making Love Out of Nothing at All by Air Supply. I think I listen to this at least once a day right now. I'm kind of obsessed with it, but it has to be ridiculously loud. And I actually this is one I won't turn down, and I will not, because I love singing it. And it's like anybody that admits that they like Air Supply, it's kind of, you're aging yourself. Yeah.
My hand is up. If you're only going to know that if you're watching this on YouTube. My hand is up.
I can't help myself. But that song, I don't know how to explain it, why I love it so much, but it's my number one.
Because it's so dramatic.
It's so dramatic. Yes.
It's so dramatic.
Yes. And it rises and it rises and it rises. And then when you get to the climax, if you will, I hate using that word, but it's just fun. It's a phenomenal song. And it's my number one pleasure. And because I listen to it every day.
All right. Well, I got to get my butt back in gear with the Air Supply. This is probably my favorite Air Supply song, but it's not something I don't think about it very often, unless maybe it's playing in the grocery store or it's in the elevator at a building I'm at or whatever. One of those songs that if it does come on, the speakers in whatever retail establishment I'm in, I do sing along. And what did I hear the other day in the grocery store that just blew my mind, because I was like, nobody plays this. It was a Pat Benatar song, but it was not like a big time single. It was either off of the Tropico album or the Seven the Hard Way album. And I knew all the words and I sang along, and I'm in the check station, the self-checkout, paying for my stuff and singing. And the chick next to me is like, oh, you go, girl. I was like, nobody plays this song ever. What the heck? I was just so beside myself. But yeah, I know the exact part of the song that you're talking about. The beating of my heart is a drum and it's lost and it's looking for a rhythm like you. That thing just builds. And then like the top of your head comes off.
Yeah.
Well, it's nothing till I give it to you.
Oh, yes.
Oh, my gosh. I see a lip sync battle coming out of this.
You're on.
You and I are going to have a blast.
Yes.
All right. So let us recap this fantastic playlist of the ages.
Okay. So my honorable mention was Guinevere by Rick Springfield. And then 5 to 1, We Built This City, I Touched Myself, Bop, Pieces of Me, and Making Love Out of Nothing at All.
Out of Nothing at All. My honorable mention is New Age Girl by Dead Eye Dick. And then 5 to 1 is Can't Live Without Your Love and Affection, Don't Turn Out the Lights, the 1-2 punch of Bop If Only, Rocket to You by the Jets, and Friday, gotta get down on Friday. Love it. Love it. Okay. This is the rockinest playlist ever. I cannot wait to put it out there, and it will be put out there, friends. If you read the show notes, you can grab the link to the playlist. All of these playlists I've been able to make on Apple Music, except for one of the country ones, because Garth Brooks only puts his music on Amazon, which, is his right to do. But anyway, so that's that story. What else, Annie?
That's all I've got for that. I can't wait to listen to this all together. It'll be a delight.
It will be a delight indeed. So, okay, that is our Guilty Pleasure series. I am Kris McPeak. She is Annie Pruitt, and we will catch up with you on the next episode. And happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving.